I'm gonna let you
I heard
call
about
it.
that Hulu stuff, right?
Oh, you talking about the Howard the Duck?
Well, nah, besides the Howard the Duck, though, they was talking about that. They're just waiting for the green light from Marvel and Disney. Supposedly, I think they're gonna revive like Daredevil, the shows that have been getting canceled. Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist.
Oh
It's
no,
a good
I ain't hear about
possibility it's
that.
gonna show up on Hulu.
Also, basically, they just ripping them out for Netflix and pulling them on their own streaming service and buy them
No,
having
no,
them.
no, 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 no. Because Netflix, remember, still got that 2 year contract. All right. So
Right.
once the show gets canceled, it's 2 years before it actually reverts back to Marvel and Disney. But these guys are just the guys at Hulu, the senior vice president in charge of Hulu. He's actually just waiting for the green light from them. So obviously they got to wait out the 2 years, but they plan on actually bringing them over to Hulu because they're already starting to expand now. After the Runaways, now they're expanding with those cartoons, those 5 cartoon series that they talked about. All right, and they got some major talent and major comedians on it. All right, for the Howard the Duck show alone, you got Kevin Smith actually coming out of retirement and shit in order to start writing that show. And then all the other shows has a whole bunch of top comedians and top producers attached to them. All right, so these ain't gonna be your regular average cartoons that you see on TV. They're gonna be some next level shit.
Yeah, they
Right.
so
Well, he just
Flip, what you think they gonna what art style you think they gonna use when they go with Howard the Duck?
oh well, Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Is that art style that you have is real? I mean, like for a motion movie, like a live action movie, or
I don't know
It's
if that
cartoon.
that picture was fan art or was it the actual clip of it, but I think that was fan art.
well, let me ask you this: which one was the one that they had in Guardians of the
On
Galaxy? What was
Galaxy.
wrong with yeah? What was wrong with that one? I thought that was all right. Go back and watch Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, when you seen Howard the Duck inside that cage, that the collector had him inside the cage or whatever. I ain't seen nothing wrong with that one. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that would be a decent art style to go with. But
Not saying that they will do it, but I didn't see nothing wrong with it. That's all I'm saying. They
yeah,
can do it with that one.
that or just they don't have to go as in depth on the CG. They could actually tone it down and kind of make it more like how they doing a little puppet show, like not do it like a puppet, but you know how they did the little puppet one, where you know what I'm saying, how they actually had them like mixed in together with the or do it like a Leo Battle Angel, kind of had the CG mixed with real stuff, and don't do the whole thing like that. So what about you, Savage? What you think is gonna how you think they're gonna do that the Howard the Duck?
I'm kind of hoping they keep it like they had it on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just have like real people like around them and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that would be the obvious thing, but you know the budget they might not have a budget to pull it off like that. It might got to tone it down some.
A person could always dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about
So
that
what
though.
about you, Kalada? What art style you think they're gonna go with?
Just say Guardian of the Galaxy.
It's gonna
Just
be
say
a
that.
cartoon, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's like they already said it's gonna be a cartoon, so it's basically gonna
Oh,
have
they.
whatever
Uh,
the character designer is, man. You know what I'm saying? So they might have a good character designer. As long as they got good character designs, I'm good. And
Nah,
the
I
animation
thought
is
I heard it
good.
was supposed to have. I thought it was supposed to be like CGI or something.
Nah, these is cartoons, bro.
Oh well.
It's 5 cartoon series. All right, and not just the Howard the Duck man, but you're also getting Tiger teaming up with I forgot who the other character is. Let me check real quick.
Why he checking on that? I still seeing a little thing about it was supposed to be a like CG. So it might be animation, but I don't think they're gonna that's gonna do him no justice. I think that's gonna pretty much take away from who he is, like his whole characteristics. And that's gonna be a
You
big
think
fail.
so?
Yeah, that'll be a big fail from Hulu. Because I mean, if it's a regular cartoon, it's gonna drop down. Like Like if they do the art style like Family Guy or American Dad or Rick and Morty, for all my Rick and Morty fans out there, if they drop the art style to something like that, I think it'll be a failure because just because it just kind of gonna take away from the emerging of the show that how it have the dynamic. It's gonna change the dynamic.
You think so?
Shit.
Yeah, I really do.
Shit. I mean, hey, when they had the movie was out, all it was the dude dressed up in a duck suit.
Yeah,
And
I mean, look at the time. Look back, but that's back then, though.
I mean, I'm just saying, back then that was good. Like, just think about how advanced that was back then.
Right.
It looked like a real duck, and you sitting there looking at it. All it was like animatronic with a dude on wrapped up in all that
All
stuff.
right. Now I have the breakdown, people. It is gonna have a cartoon art style and whatnot. And the four shows, it's Modoc. All right.
Mhm.
So Modoc is actually gonna get made into a cartoon series. How is that gonna work? I do not know. All right, but I'm excited to find out. All right, and then they got something called Hit Monkey. All right, with basically a Japanese snow monkey that gets trained by a ghost of an American assassin. I don't know what the hell that's about, but they got some good people working on it. And then you got Tigra and Dazzler. I haven't seen Dazzler in anything in like forever. All right. But Tigra and Dazzler show. All right. And then of course Howard the Duck. And then they're gonna team up for a show called The Offenders. So it's kind of like The Defenders, but it's called The Offenders. Now, how is that going to work out? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out.
Yeah, they're gonna be probably doing crimes and stuff together.
Dude, I don't know, man. I have no clue. Because Howard the Duck, he was off the wall in his comic books. And, you know, like Guardians of the Galaxy kept that vibe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like, oh, when you go duck, you never go. I don't know. I forgot the way he worded it, but that shit had me bugging. All right, that adult humor. And I think he's going to have a lot of adult humor because Kevin Smith, he's good for that. All right, he's good for that. So I'm really excited for the Howard the Duck show out of all of them, really.
Hey, you think the humor like the level of what, like a Family Guy, like adult level, or you think it's gonna go like some
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the guys that created Family Guy bit off of Howard the Duck.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like nowadays. You think? I mean, when it come out with this one, that's the level of like the how they gonna introduce like how the doubt how they gonna the jokes, like how they gonna bring out the raw jokes. They're gonna be on that level, or you think they're gonna go a little bit more extreme, like
But that's what I'm trying to get at, though. Yeah, yes, it's gonna be on the same level, all right. But and I understand why you bring up Family Guy because that's the thing that most people are used to. But Howard the Duck came out in the '70s,
right?
With that adult humor. So what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? So I understand though most people are used to Family Guy, all right. But Family Guy has been what 2K era, all right. That this first came out in. Howard the Duck was around since the '70s with that adult humor, all right. So if anything, Howard the Duck influenced the creator of Family Guy, all right, to make Family Guy the way it is. Just like I'm sure Howard the Duck influenced some of the stuff for The Simpsons and all that from back in the day. Simpsons been running on for a minute, all right. But yeah, it's gonna have that adult humor like Family Guy, Simpsons, so on and so forth. At least the earlier seasons of The Simpsons.
Yeah, but they got some stuff nowadays that's so raw that.
And even some of the things of South Park, because if like some of the things that they do in South Park, remember that they was always on current events when the show was running. They was always up with current events, right?
Right.
Because they would do the show on a weekly basis. So there's and since they did it paper animation and whatnot, they'd be able to, basically do whatever happened that week and actually put it in the show. Howard the Duck was more or less the same thing on a monthly basis. All right, whatever was going on in the political landscape that would actually get put into the comic book in the '70s, dude. Howard the Duck was like a cult underground classic. All right, that like most little kids did not read Howard the Duck. The ones that was reading Howard the Duck back in the day was adults. All right, it was like Mad Magazine. All right, that's the type of stuff that Howard the Duck was like until that movie came along in the '80s, which basically took a steaming pile of shit on the fucking franchise. So I'm
Right.
hoping this Hulu show actually brings it back into the limelight the right way, bro.
I mean, yeah, because they gotta bring it to that next level. Because you know how the Simpsons was out, and then they got they got a Hulu. No, that's Netflix. Netflix got a new show from the Simpsons. Oh, say Steph, what's the name of the show that Simpsons did on Netflix?
Man,
Matt
I
Groening?
forgot. I forgot.
Yeah, by the creator of Simpsons, Matt Groening. I think I saw something about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember the
I don't
title
watch
though.
Hold
I
on,
don't watch the couple.
hold on, Colossus. The movie interpretation of Howard the Duck from the comic book was on point. It just people wasn't prepared for that because he had stuff in that movie that was crazy. Like when he used to watch when he was going home, he was watching the little duck magazine, and the little duck was butt ass naked. You see her,
No, don't get me wrong.
you
Some of
see
it was there, but the
everything.
movie was garbage, though, man. Come on, man. But
Look, man,
I do remember the Duck magazine, though.
I
What
mean,
was it?
like
Play Duck, right? It was called Play Duck.
Play Duck. So, yeah, right. Play Duck. It was called Play Duck. I said, hold on. I said, no, the duck they got, and it had the nerve to have hair, and the hair was black. I said, you know what? Earth, call him Morton. Come in, Orson. I was like, oh, I was like, yo.
Dude, but those are like one or two little highlights that are in the movie. But the whole movie itself, though, man, come on. It's like,
I thought it
oh,
was all right. I mean, you gotta look at what era it came out or whatever. Like,
yeah.
so much in that era. I mean, man, that was, as the little kid, I was like, oh man, I'm sure my mom ain't looking at me watching this.
I mean, but yeah, but now they also say they got some stuff that's extra extreme. They got they got this PO show that's on Hulu right now. Well, the dude's son, I mean Savage put me on here with the dude's he a police officer.
Oh, Paradise PD. Now I
Paradise
remember.
PD,
Yeah.
exactly.
Paradise PD,
That's about dude got shot in the nuts by his son.
Yeah. Leave that alone. His nut got shot off.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, like how the
I
duck
was
gotta
like,
bring it to that
I
nigga.
said,
Hey,
yo, this so
he blamed his son
and
for his wife leaving him. He
and
said, "Yeah, my
everything.
wife telling me because you sat my nuts out." You know, shit like that. They really go hard. You know, like they got shows like that now. Well, they got the one that the Simpsons had made where they back in the mid times where they be like cut somebody head off and they chop a person head off. She got a demon and he a all black little demon that's running around with her, and he'll say stuff like y'all would have never guessed, but this whole time I've been naked. Now, since I told y'all that, y'all will never forget. So the whole time y'all watching me, y'all seeing me butt naked. You know, he said, stuff like that. But like, man, they got they got that's the level that Howard Duck got to bring into like that next that next generation of these animation shows. But so Savage, you ready to go ahead and get to this that out with your head?
Yeah.